I'm Mr. Sear, and this is my top 30. My top 30 project includes 3 top 10s, the top 10 favorite Disney movies of all time, my top 10 favorite games of all time, and my top 10 favorite superheroes of all time. Let's start with Disney. Although Mickey and Minnie Mouse don't have their own movie, it's important that I mention them because this whole company started with a mouse. So they don't have their own movie, but they are making my list in their own way. Let's start with number 10, which is Tangled. Tangled has one of my favorite princesses, definitely my favorite prince other than Aladdin, and a lot of great characters and great songs. So it's number 10 on my list. Number 9 on my list is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit is a great movie and one of the earlier movies to combine both live action and cartooning in an excellent way throughout the whole movie. So it's a great movie. If you haven't already seen it, I recommend you check it out. The Little Mermaid makes the list at number 8, and she's my favorite princess and also has some great songs in her movie. I'm sure that you've seen it, and if you haven't, you definitely should. Ariel is a great princess, and that movie is definitely worth seeing. Treasure Planet is one of the most underrated Disney movies and makes my list at number 7. I definitely recommend you see it. I mean, it has pirates and robots, flying things like hoverboards. Definitely a movie worth seeing. It has a style like steampunk, which is a really cool artistic style, and it's one of the more underrated movies, so you might not have seen it. Check it out. Mary Poppins is my number 6, and it's one of my childhood favorites, probably the first Disney movie that I really loved for its songs and its very, very early combination of live action and cartoons. The Nightmare Before Christmas celebrates my favorite holiday, which is Halloween. And of course, all the characters are really exciting and the songs are great. If you have not seen this movie, I definitely recommend you do. WALL-E makes my list at number 5. It's the first Pixar movie on this list. And it's just all out a great movie, really a fun movie and very quirky. Number 3 is a tie for me, and the tie is between Toy Story 2 and Aladdin. This is one of those times when a Pixar movie is just so perfect that it makes it this high on the list, but it's hard to push away a classic like Aladdin. Both movies are spectacular, have great characters, and Aladdin has awesome songs. Definitely check it out. For number 2, I have another tie with The Incredibles and The Emperor's New Groove. The Emperor's New Groove is one of the funniest Disney movies I ever saw, and it's highly underrated, so if you haven't seen it, definitely look into that movie. Emperor Cusco as a llama is a very fun character to watch. As far as The Incredibles, it has my favorite villain in a Disney movie of all time, which is Syndrome, and also spectacular animation. Now for my number 1, we have Wreck-It Ralph. Absolute favorite Disney movie of all time, combining my love for video games, some decent music, and also awesome characters, voiced by John C. Reilly, who's also a very funny comedic actor. Definitely check out this movie if you haven't seen it. Buy it to own. You'll love it. I don't think it's fair to leave this list without mentioning some quick favorites. So I'm going to put some favorites up, including The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Meet the Robinsons, and Alice in Wonderland, and Lilo and Stitch. Those are some honorable mentions that just barely didn't make this list, but I couldn't resist at least mentioning them. Okay, now for the next list, which is my top 10 video games of all time.